With this objective in mind, let's start our project. First of all, we will go to datastereo.google.com. Okay, let's type datastereo.google.com. Right? When you visit to datastereo.google.com, this is the homepage that you are going to see. Right? So now let's start with the connecting to the data source. So to connect to the data source, I will click on the create and data source. All right. In this project, I'm going to connect to the Google Sheet. Okay. So there are a few data sheets I have in my folders. I'm going to connect to this donor data. Right. And now this spreadsheet, I only have one worksheet. So I'm going to connect to this data and click connect. Once the connection is done, we can see the fees inside the data source. All right, I have 10 dimension and 1 matrix. Okay. Now I'm going to add a new fee to calculate the return of investment. And the name is given as return on investment, and I'm going to calculate. Right? How do we calculate the ROI? ROI, we know that we have to minus the total investment from income. There are two types of investment here. One is the acquisition, and the other one is retention investment. Right? Then after that, we have to divide the total values, income minus investment, by the total investment. All right. Okay, so I will divide this by total investment cost. Let's check the format formula, right, to make sure that the formula is correct. And then once this is a green, I'm going to save it, right? Once I close, we can see that new dimension has been added. We have 11 dimension, and return on investment. Beside return on investment, there's a what? FAs. This indicates that it is a calculated fee. All right. Now I'm going to create the report. Okay. So next, when you click create report, this is the page that you are going to see. All right. So here the summary table has created automatically for you. The first column show the different investment program and then record counts. All right. But before we do anything, let's go and change the title of the report. All right. So donor investment program, investment exploratory report, right? Investment exploratory report. Okay. So now let's look at the table. All right. In the table, what we are showing is investment program versus the number of records from the data. But this is not what we want. We want to change it. Our interest is to see the return of investments per program. So I have to change under this setup. All right. So if you look at the setup, dimension is investment program. So it is correct. But for the metric, we will change it to return of investment. All right. So for the return of investment, what we want to show is we want to see the average return of investment, right? So we will select the aggregation to be average and also change the number to show in percentage. All right, so this is the result. But I don't want to show as a table. I want to show it as a bar graph, right? I will use the horizontal bar here. Okay, let's look at the horizontal bar, and now we will increase the image size, right? So that things can be seen easily. Okay, good. All right. So let's make sure that the layout is nicely done. All right. And after that, we can further tune our layout by maybe adding the data levels. All right. And also showing by the x-axis, y-axis. All right. And let's also put the boundary. All right. Boundary maybe a bit thicker. Okay, so this is the first graph we want to show. All right, so let's add a title by our question. Which program is the most profitable? All right, which program is the most profitable? So make the font size to be a bit bigger for the title and bold it. Right, so this is what you see. Okay, all right. And then next, what we want to achieve is we want to also see the donors recruited across the program. All right, and then see the balance between the one-off and regular giver. So we will add a chat. This time let's use the particle bar. All right, let's use the particle bar. Okay. And let's make it a bit bigger. All right, and go and change the dimension. All right, so this time dimension is our investment program, and then breakdown dimension is payment type. Right, we want to see if we have more regular or one-off. And then the values for the matrix is donors recruited. Right? Okay, good. Then similarly above, we will change the style to show the x-axis. Right? Show the data levels. Okay. And then we also want to show the x-axis and y-axis, right? Okay, we also want to add the boundary. Of course, boundary can be solid or dash, right? So we will make it simple by choosing this. Let's increase this side a bit bigger. All right. Okay, let's put this one down a bit. All right. Okay. Now we are going to add title for the second bar graph. Right. So for this title, let's write it as balance between one-off and regular givers. Let's make the font size to be bigger and bolded. All right. Okay. Okay, good. Now let's add the one more graph to show our income. All right. So to add the income, we will use the maybe donut chart. All right. Let's use the donut chart. Okay. So for the donut chart, all right. Again, we want to show for the our dimension is still the investment program. All right. And metric is our income. Right. We want to see which program has the highest income contribution. Okay. Similar to the previous two graphs, let's put the exit values as well as the background, right? All right. Okay. Then let's add a new title. Okay. Again, distribution by program. All right. Let's make the font size to be 20 and bold it. Right. So this is the result. Okay. Let's view the result. All right. So this is a result you are getting. Okay. Next, let's add the title for your report. All right. So this report, we will call it Investment Exploratory Report. Maybe make it a bit bigger. Donor Acquisition Investment Exploratory Report. Let's make the font size to be big so that it shows as a title. All right, and bold it. Okay. maybe too big. We'll change it to 40. All right, and let's change the color for the title. All right, okay, good. So now what we are going to do, all right. Here, the results show that online donor has the highest return on investment. This is the accumulated data from 2012 to 2020. What we want to achieve is we want to see the per year result, right? For that, we are going to add a control to see the every year data, yearly data, all right? So for the control, we want to control by the investment here, not by the program, right? And we don't need any metrics, so we just add here. Okay. So now let's view it. All right. Here I want to see for only 2020. So I click 2020 and this is the result you will get. Likewise, we can select only for 2019. All right. Or we can even select for 2012 only. All right. So this is the result we will get it. Okay. All right. So next video, I'm going to show you how to add one more page to show the trend analysis for our project. That's all for this lesson. Thank you very much.